Number 9 is sequences. Lovely. A farmer has a pay scheme to keep fruit pickers working through the 30-day season. He pays £8 for their first day, A plus D for their second, A plus 2D for the third, and so on and so on. So you can see this is an arithmetic series, because your first term is A, then your second term is A plus D, and so on and so on and so on. So it tells us some information. A picker who works for all 30 days will earn £40.75 on the final day. Use this information to form an equation in A and D. And what we don't do is we don't use the sum formula just yet. This isn't about a sum. It says that if he works all 30 days, so using this arithmetic progression, he will earn this amount on the final day. So that's just the final term. That's the 30th term. So that means we can write an equation. If you look to your formula book, it will say that the nth term for an arithmetic series is A plus n minus 1d. So we know that on the 30th day, it's £40.75. So £40.75, that's the answer, equals the first term, which is A, plus n minus 1, well, it's 30 days, so 30 minus 1 is 29d. So that is the answer to part A. We've wrote an equation, formed an equation in A and D. We can't solve it because there's two unknowns. So that's part A. A picker who works for all 30 days will earn a total of £1,005. So this is where you need to be using your sum formula, because it's a total from the first day up until the 30 days. Show that, blah, 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 blah. So we're going to do the same as we did here, but we'll be using the sum formula. Now, if you look at your formula book, the sum to the first n terms is n over 2, lots of 2a plus n minus 1d. So we're going to fill in the bits we know, and hopefully it'll rearrange to give this thing here. So we know what the sum is. The sum is £1,005. So £1,005 equals n, we know is 30, so it's 30 divided by 2, so that's 15. 2a is 2 lots of the first term. We don't know what that is, so it's just 2a. Plus, we know what n is, it's 30, so it's 29d. Now, if we look back at this, it is very similar. We've got the 1005, we've got the 15, but here they've just got 2a, they've got a plus £40.75, we've got 2a plus 29d. They haven't got any d's, so there must be some sort of a rearrangement or some sort of substitution we can make. Now, a plus 29d equals £40.75, so 15 is still there, but within here it's a plus another a plus 29d, so we can replace the a plus 29d with 40.75. That's using the substitution of 40.75 equals a plus 29d. So they've already done the substitution for you. We would usually have to solve the simultaneous equation after, but they've kind of already asked you to do that in part B. So we've shown that 1005 equals 15 lots of a plus 40.75 using the substitution earlier. So we've done part B. Part C, for 4 marks, hence find the value of A and the value of D. Well, if we take this equation here that we've just done, this one here, we should be able to solve that for A because there's just one unknown. So 15 lots of A plus 40.75 equals 1005. You could multiply this out, but I think I'm going to try and divide by 15. I hope 15 will go into this, we'll see. Do it here. Divided by 15. 15's into 1 doesn't go, 10 doesn't go. 15's into 100 is 6, because that makes 90. So that's a remainder of 10. And 15's into 105. I don't think that goes exactly. put some zeros on. 15's into 105. 7, does it? 70? Oh, I think it does. 7 times 15. Yeah. 105, so 7. Didn't need those. So 67 times 15 must be 1005. So that means if we divide by 15, we get 67, and that goes. So A plus 40.75 gives us that. So A equals, testing my number work today, 67 take away 40.75. Well, if we take away 40, that's 27. Take away 0.75, that's 26.25. That's what A is. I hope D is easier. Oh dear. And we'll use this one. So 40.75 equals A plus 29D, just using this rule that we got earlier. Ooh, take this away, hopefully it'll make something nice. 40.75, take away the 0.25, that's 40.5. Take away the 20, that's 20.5. Take away 6, that's 14.5. Aha, equals 29D. And you should be able to see it's actually not that bad. D must be 0.5. Whew, that's me underline. Let's put a box around it. So we're not the nicest in terms of number work, but we are A-level mathematicians, so we should